Hello YouTube, this is an alcohol review of Fuki Sake. There we are. I was digging around in my collection and this is sitting in the back. So we'll see how it is. It's aged, as it were. Normally I'm not a sake fan, but I figured it's something different to review. I just hope that the age hasn't destroyed it in any way. Get a swirl. There we go. Nope, smells like sake. Has a nice color to it. Bit of a lemony yellow. Obviously no real tearing up on the glass. It's not all that thick. It does have that, for lack of a better term, glue-like odor to it. Very fleeting, very light. Light fruit notes into it, but very, very light. Mostly what I would describe as glue. Smooth. Very light on the palate. A hint of bitterness in the back of the palate. Obviously, there's no tannin to it, and there is no brightness to it either. So it leaves what you smell, that glue-like odor, becomes the dominant taste through the sake itself. Now, please understand, I don't mean to say glue in a bad way. It's more of a descriptor. But if you ever tried sake, I think that is one of the best descriptors out there, saying yes, it's rather glue-like. Now, there are two different kinds of sake I've come across: still and bubbly, if you will. And this is obviously stilled, but this is also an older bottle that's hiding in the back of the shelves. I'm going to know for a fact this was originally stilled. As a matter of fact, this is kind of growing on me. Very strange. It's a little on the watery side, so light on the palate, but very short hang time. So it invites you to try another sip. I am stunned with how beautiful it looks, even after all this time that it lay dormant on my shelves. So that is quite nice. The nose is, like I said, definitely sake characteristic, and the taste is obviously of a very much of a sake kind of taste to it, but it is very light. Definitely something to try in the summertime, and I'm willing to bet it would taste much better ice cold. Now, you got to be careful about cold, because the act of cooling down whatever it is you're drinking tends to knock the flavors down by upwards of 70% off the palate just by making it cold. So by making this cold, you're going to take all those negatives and some of the positives and just simply nullify them. But as I sip this, I so deeply want to put this in the refrigerator, or put this in the fridge, and let it get nice and frosty. Now, will this replace my favorite Chardonnay? No. It's more along the lines of will compete with some meads that are out there. And as for beers, I prefer stouts and anything on the dark line, so this will not compete with my favorite beers either. But give it a try. See what you think. This is Fuki Sake. According to the label, 100% produced and bottled in Japan. They actually have some information on the back here. Superior quality sake is made from the finest sun-nurtured rice and the purest of waters. And the traditional way to enjoy sake is warm in small Japanese, well, again, not exactly Japanese, but it is warm. Sake cup or wine glass. Alright, well, we'll fudge this one. However, Fuki Sake is equally delightful at room temperature or on the rocks. Well, definitely not on the rocks. That watering down will kill it. Nice and cold, though, I think would do it quite nicely. And be careful, it may sneak up on you if it's with that coldness. But as I said before, try it. See what you guys think. This is Fuki Sake. There we are. An old bottle, but there it is. Any comments down below about this product would be well received. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, see what you think of Fuki Sake. And let the rest of us on the YouTube know your thoughts about this particular product. And until next time, keep on drinking.